What is up? Alright. What is up, guys? Andrew here from Cinema with a huge video today. As some of you may know, the PlayStation 4 was announced today in New York City at approximately 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Anyway, let's delve into some of the main details that they have announced. And what I'm about to say is really in no particular order. It is just in the order of what it was announced at the actual event. So let's get to it. First off, the official title of the next console from Sony is the PlayStation 4. Now, I'm going to read these to you. I've basically written all down. I did my Boy Scout homework. I took some pretty good notes, so here we go. It features an x86 CPU, and it has an enhanced PC graphics processor, and it has a supercharged PC architecture. It has 8 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory, which this is really high quality memory, and it's able to access all the memory extremely fast. So this is better what you find on most computers, so this is going to be excellent. It has a local storage hard drive. That's pretty much a given. And they also unveiled their DualShock 4 controllers. Now, all the pictures that you see in this video of the controllers are the actual pictures from the event. They're not fake. They're not like leaked images from weeks previous. They're the real deal. So, they unveiled the DualShock 4 controller. This controller features a touchpad, a share button, a light bar, and a headphone jack, which adds features to this controller that was not found on previous PlayStation controllers. Also, it has a stereo camera that comes with the system as well that can track the controller via lights on the back of the controller, which I believe were blue. One pretty cool feature that the PlayStation 4 does feature is kind of like Apple's multitasking. You can suspend and resume a game, and when you want to get back to that game, all you have to do is press the power button and will exactly go back to right where you left off in the game that you were playing. And that's going to be a very useful feature. The game data is saved into that GDDR5 memory, so it's easily accessible, so you can play it right away. Next, what I'd like to talk about is these 5 main features that Sony wanted to convey to us, the audience. The first one is simple, second is immediate, and then social, integrated, and personalized. I'll get to these things in a second. Also, a cool feature that the PlayStation 4 has is that it has a secondary custom chip, so it has basically another processor which aids in background processing. And a really useful feature is about downloading games. The games that you downloaded off the Sony PlayStation Network become playable as they downloaded, so you can play them while they're still downloading no matter what. So it's really useful. You buy a game, boom, you can instantly play it. That's going to be a great feature. Back to those 5 words I was talking about. Simple games, simple way to get those games via the PlayStation Network, and sharing videos on PlayStation 4 is extremely easy. There's a share button on the controller. As I said earlier, they have uploading videos instantly to gameplay that you are currently playing, streaming. You can stream content in live time of the games that you are playing, and you can watch friends' games. So, a lot of people like to watch what other people are playing. That's what people like to do on YouTube. They record their gameplay, and you watch it. People do live streams. Well, this is now all easier on PlayStation 4. Sony really wanted to dedicate software to networking with friends. So what they've done in the Sony PlayStation Network, they've integrated a bunch of friend networking. They're going to have the typical gamer tag that we all see, and then they're going to have actual, almost like Facebook profiles, but it's going to be a Sony PlayStation Network profile. You're going to have your own profile picture, actual friends, so it's going to be a lot more complicated than, previously. Another neat thing is that with PlayStation 4, everything they want to use like mobile devices. The conversations that happen over the PlayStation Network will be able to go to mobile devices, and you'll be able to pick up conversations from there. It's all personalized, and there's preloaded content. Basically, the PlayStation is trying to learn who you are, and it's basically, prediction. It's going to predict what you want to play, and eventually, over time, the PS4 is going to know you pretty well. A big announcement is that Gaikai is supporting, basically building the PlayStation Network. So they've integrated some pretty awesome features. Gaikai said that it is the fastest gaming network in the world. So the PlayStation Network is on the PS4 is going to be incredible. You can buy only what you love and try games completely for free. So if you see a game, you can play it, you can try it for free. It's not going to be light versions, and I say that with like quotation marks around it. You're going to play the full game for free as a trial, if that makes sense. With the share button on the controller, you can instantly stream your game. As I said previously, you can post comments to people's screens. So your friends, you can post a comment to their screen. You can trash talk if you want, and there are interesting ways to help people in games. What I mean by that is that if you're playing a game and you're stuck on a level, say you can't get past a boss or something, what you can do is you can have a friend come into your game, literally take their controller and voila, control your player and help you through that level. So it's basically somebody else takes control of your game, and that I think is going to be an incredible feature and definitely useful. I'd never thought of doing that. They've also partnered with Ustream, which is cool. There's remote play built into the PlayStation 4 with PS Vita. So it's like precision control. If you have a game playing on the PS4 and you just want to take it somewhere else, say where you're playing, it's noisy, distracting, you can take your game, bring it on over to the PlayStation Vita, and play it on that. Gaikai uses all this cloud technology, and as more of it becomes readily available over the course of the next year or so, they're going to announce more features and bring out new content to all the users. They're supporting websites, Amazon, Netflix, all video streaming stuff, YouTube. It's all going to be integrated like it is on the PS3, but better on the PS4. The graphics properties on the PlayStation 4 are extremely well. I've looked at all the games that they've announced, and some of the titles that they have announced, one called Knack, which seems pretty cool. Killzone Shadowfall, which looks to have some pretty decent graphics. It looks pretty sweet. A game called Driveclub, which allows you to basically have team-based racing games, and the graphics that went into building that game are absolutely incredible. Another one that looked pretty interesting, and I really had no idea what the hell it was going to be called until they actually announced the title. There's a new Infamous game by Sucker Punch, and it's called Infamous Second Son. So that was announced today. Had no idea that was coming. And then Ubisoft announced a game called Watch Dogs. What it looked like is that you could control an entire city's electronics. It was really cool. It was really neat to see. I definitely checked those out online. Unfortunately, they did not show an actual image or picture of the actual PlayStation 4 system. But I mean, I would think that they're going to do that maybe at E3 this year, which is in June. So don't be too upset about that. We are still many months away from the release, which is probably going to be sometime in the late this year, if not very early of 2014. So anyway, guys, it's basically all the information that they announced. I covered just about everything. There are some titles that I did not discuss that were announced. You can all find that online. I'm sure there's articles out there. But anyway, guys, if you thought this video was helpful, please like the video. I'd really appreciate it. If you have any questions regarding the PlayStation 4, don't hesitate to leave a comment, private message me, anything. I'm glad to help. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video, and I'm really excited to bring you all this information about the PlayStation 4. I myself am a PlayStation user. I do play Xbox sometimes, but I've been PlayStation since day one. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.